that up.
All right. Well, welcome everyone to the Wedding Market webinar from Unisub. My name is Alicia Yaney, and I'm here with Peggy Waters.
Hello.
And we're both super excited to share some ways that you can make money and sell great products for the wedding market. So today what we'll do is we'll give you some helpful website links and show you resources available to sell products successfully to the wedding market. So throughout the webinar, make sure to use the chat window to ask questions, which I'm sure many of you have already used, so you're well aware of that. We'll go ahead and answer any questions you may have at the end of the webinar. We are recording this webinar, so you will find it on the link that we have listed here below as well. So here we go.
All right. Well, we have some tidbits for you, and according to a 2014 study by Exo Group, which is parent company of theknot.com, if anyone's been to that site, couples are now spending more on their weddings than ever before, and the average cost now in the United States is about $31,213 for a wedding.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I could think of a lot of things I'd like to buy with that.
Right.
But according to the weddingreport.com, there were actually over 2.1 million weddings in the U.S. in 2015. And in 2014, the average cost for a wedding photographer in the U.S. was $2,814. So there's obviously a lot of opportunity to reach your customers with wedding products, from personalized gifts to photography products for that special day. That's a lot of money for that one day, but I can totally understand. Very important.
Exactly. And there really are so many different occasions for personalized wedding gifts. You think about it, engagement photos, save the dates, wedding party gifts, reception decor like place cards, menu gifts, and signage. The list really goes on and on. My husband and I actually got married last year in July, and we used personalized ornaments with our image on one side. It was a little graphic, and then a verse on the other side to give to our guests as favors. If you look at the slide here, it's the ornament on the right side with the red ribbon. So our guests love them.
Oh, I bet. They're cute.
Right, and people have been putting them on their Christmas tree, just hanging them everywhere in their house. So there's so much that you can do, and you can also provide bride and groom gifts, which are really fun, like picture frames, bag tags, keychains, coasters, serving trays, and so much more. So lots of opportunities.
So in this webinar, we're going to walk through the top 6 products. Now, there's more than that, of course, that you can offer, but we kind of kept it simple, and we chose 6 for the wedding market. And we're going to show you how much these products sell for in the market when they're sublimated, where you can find resources that you'll need to design and create gifts like free templates, free graphics and patterns, and much more. So finally, we're going to suggest ways that you can actually sell these products. And you can check out our other market videos that are on our markets page for similar tips and tricks pertaining to each market, not just this one. So if you're into weddings or you're into other things, we have other markets as well that we put up on our page.
Absolutely. Okay, you ready? So here are our top 6 products for the wedding market. We've actually gone ahead and decorated these items with wedding-themed graphics, but you can personalize it depending on the bride and groom. And we'll provide you with the links to these graphics later on so that you can design your own products. So let's go through this list. We first have a square keychain that would be a great wedding party gift. Then we've got a serving tray that would really be a perfect gift for the bride and groom, and a heart-shaped coaster with a cork back monogrammed for the bride and groom. And this would also be really cute with an engagement photo.
Oh, photos are huge,
right,
especially at this time. So,
exactly.
And next we have a keepsake ornament that would be perfect to send out as maybe save the dates or even just with engagement photos. And we also have an aluminum rectangle bag tag that would be a great bride and groom gift, especially if they're planning on traveling for their honeymoon. And maybe they're going to go to Vancouver or the Netherlands. You never know. You never know. And finally, a 2x3-inch gold name badge. And we actually put an L bracket on the back of that so it would stand up on the table. And it works really well for like food labels and place cards for guests. So there you have it, our top 6 products that we identified for the wedding market. And you might even have other things like cutting boards or T-shirts or other things that Unisub doesn't necessarily manufacture, but we've seen these as common gifts as well, especially for like the bridal party or the groomsmen, and they work really well also.
There are so many gifts, so many things you can do. So to get started, the first thing that we're going to do is show you where to find the templates so that you can use your graphic design software to align the graphics into the live area of the product. So as you see on this slide, first you visit our website at unisub.com. We've included the full link here for you. Then choose Markets at the top of the page, then select Wedding. Now, once you scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page, you can download product shots, graphics, a font list, and templates. So once you download the zip template files and then choose the item number of the template you'll need, you'll go ahead and open it in your graphics software, whatever it may be, Photoshop, CorelDRAW, and begin to create your design within the template boundaries. You can find a detailed video walking through the steps on how to use the templates on our website at unisub.com/how-to videos. And I actually went through this, and it is so simple. If you follow the steps, you will have no problem whatsoever.
And thank goodness, because every now and then I forget how to do something, and I go back to it and reference that.
Right, so. I'm so thankful.
Now, on our website, we also have product shots that you can use for your own marketing purposes or just for inspiration, or you could put them, for example, on your website. You can put them in an email to your customers, a Facebook post, or a pin on Pinterest. You could even use them in a price list if you wanted to create your own price list when you sell these items to your customers. And any other ideas that you might have if you need product shots for them, we have them. So to view and save the product shots in both a high-res and low-res format, you simply go to unisub.com, choose Markets, and then select Wedding. And there's a little link here on the slide for you where you can do that. You can also download product shots for every single Unisub and Chromolux product from our asset library at unisubgraphics.com.
Perfect. Well, we'll keep moving ahead here. So once you open up the template, like Peggy mentioned, we have some graphics that you can use and customize for your product. So you can go to unisub.com, then Support, then Asset Library, then choose Markets, and then select Wedding. We have plenty of designs that you can use, and even more markets with specific designs that you can browse through and download. And again, we've included a link here for you, the one that Peggy just mentioned, so you can quickly go to the page. There are an incredible number of graphics on the site, and they are all free. Any type of graphic or clip art or any kind of design piece that you could need to personalize your product is available right here, all in one place.
And we even have plenty of fonts that you can use that are low cost or even free to use. Now, if you use fonts that you find on things like Pinterest or someone posts and you think, wow, that is a really cool looking font, I'd like to use that, just make sure that you have commercial rights to do that. So for example, if you go to a free font site and it says free for commercial use, that is a good one for you to use. But you don't want to use the one that says free for personal use, because if you're going to resell it, you actually don't have the rights or the licenses to distribute that font. So you may want to be careful about that, and we're just kind of giving you a little heads up because there's a lot of good free ones out there.
Oh, yeah.
And I like free. I don't know about you. You may have to, like if you go to certain sites, you may have to pay a fee for downloading some of the fonts and using them in items for resale, but usually that fee is pretty low. And if you're going to reuse that font over and over, it may be worth the investment to do that. So you can reference the Wedding Market fonts PDF on the Wedding Market page that we have, and you can find the fonts we used for these products. And you'll find plenty of commercial free fonts on sites like DaFont. And so you want to check these sites out, and certainly if you have any other sites that you'd like to go to, please share them with us.
And we're always sharing, fonts that you can check out on Pinterest. So you're always welcome to go to our Pinterest page, just look up Unisub and kind of find out some fonts that we like. So we did our research, and we found that these products are sold for a variety of prices online when they're sublimated and personalized. In this chart on the slide here, we have the products and the price ranges we found them selling for in the market. So if we average out the cost of the bare or blank product, cost of decoration and sublimation, including paper, ink, labor, and shipping, and then apply an average retail or decorated price to the product, the average profit margin is around 56%, which is awesome.
Very good.
It's really good. And we've also included a bonus for you. If you go to our website, we've got a downloadable Excel file that you can edit. So all this content in an Excel spreadsheet that you can go ahead and edit so you can adjust whatever you need. And we also included wholesale pricing on the spreadsheet so you can see what the margin would be if you sell the products to businesses. And you can download this, again, on our website at the link that I have listed right below there. We've also created an order form template that you can personalize for your business and use to help you take orders from customers. This is available on our wedding market page at the very bottom of the page. It's a Microsoft Word file that you can edit with your own information and use.
Sure, and if you have like an online ordering system,
right,
even better for you.
Absolutely.
So you could actually direct them to that if you wanted to, or use it yourself if you're somewhere taking orders. And like we mentioned before, if you're not selling directly to the wedding couple, so in other words, if you're not sublimating something for that specific customer and giving it to them and just passing that on, then you can try reaching out to other businesses in the wedding industry to either get your name out there, get your products out there, places like boutiques with registries. We actually have one in the town where I live, and they have this cool little, it's like a board they put in their window, and it has the couple's names who are registered there and when their wedding date is.
That's such a cute idea.
Yeah, and then you can also go to people like event planners, a florist, catering companies, and rental companies for weddings. They also have, connections within the wedding industry. So even if they don't actually want to carry your products or offer them to any customers, they might know of a photographer, for example, that really would like to have some more wedding products to offer.
Right.
And these are all ideal locations for your wedding products. So make sure to download the pricing worksheet that we referenced earlier so that you can show them the pricing margins that they would make after buying your product. So basically, you're taking your cost and then you're adding labor into it and things like that, and then you're able to sell them that product so that you make a profit, and then they can in turn sell it to someone else so that they make a profit for it.
Everybody
so
wins.
So you can either sell it direct or sell it to other businesses. And one other thing that I want to mention is there are a lot of bridal shows, bridal fairs that happen throughout the year, and you can actually reach out to directly to brides and grooms and their parties that way too. We have one where I live, again, it's usually in February, and I think they're kind of timing that with Valentine's Day.
Right.
But a lot of couples, people get engaged maybe for New Year's or for Valentine's or something, and they want to go to this fair so they can see, maybe taste some cakes
right.
and find out other things they can get for their wedding. So it's a great opportunity for you.
That's a great place to set up a booth and show off your products. That's awesome. Okay, so now you have the product and you've thought through a simple marketing plan. What's next? Promote, 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 as this next slide shows at the top there. Make sure that you go ahead and update your website with the products you'll be personalizing and selling. That way you can direct potential leads to your site to check out all the options if they're not quite ready to make a purchase. And, if you don't have a website, you can set up a store on sites like Etsy.com or Artfire.com by reading their how-to instructions online. And I haven't personally done it, but it sounds like it's pretty simple.
Yeah,
Peggy has.
It's actually pretty easy.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, if it wasn't easy, then I could not do it.
Right, exactly.
The other thing I've done is you can actually go to things like Weebly. There's all sorts of like free websites you can set up. Some of them have e-commerce engines that are built into the templates.
Nice. It
sounds hard. It's actually not that bad to do. Again, if I can figure it out, I think anyone can.
That's good.
But if you don't know how to, if you know someone who does, it's actually a great thing to partner up and see how you can promote your business.
That's excellent.
And the other thing you could do is if you have your website, or even if you don't, if you wanted to take pictures of what you're doing, share that away on social media. That is an easy and free way to get out anything that you are selling that you want people to know about. So Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or Pinterest, you can find the platform of your choice or the ones that your customers respond to and engage in, and link these posts on your website or any kind of, if you have anything, a shop that you have, a brick and mortar store, drive people in there saying, this is a new offering, or this is what I did this week for this couple. So that's just a nice little tidbit there. And remember, on Twitter, you can actually repost whatever you post, because sometimes people don't see it the first time.
Right.
And you can also post with keywords like hashtag wedding planning or hashtag wedding ideas or whatever you happen to want to hashtag on for your design.
Right, and we've actually got an example of a tweet that we sent out here.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously this is from Unisub, but you can just, use your name and then just a quick little phrase on getting people into the wedding season. And make sure that you, like Peggy said, always link back to your website or your store.
Good point.
Just always link back so they know where to go, and they can love your post and they can share it away too. Well, remember that all of the resources that we've discussed can be found on our website at unisub.com. And we have other gift markets on our site as well for you to browse and download.
We have a lot. We're adding stuff all the time.
Constantly. I think we're adding another one this week. So feel free to check out those pages and get ideas for how you can grow your sales of sublimation. Take advantage of the free graphics and resources available on our site. Really take advantage of those, because the only reason that we provide them is so that you can use them. So we want to make sure that they're useful. Be sure to also visit your distributor's website to order the products that you need so that you'll have them in plenty of time to decorate for any of the upcoming weddings that you've got going on. So,
yeah, this is just a hot season for weddings, and you always want to make sure that you're out and you let people know that you have these products available. And certainly it helps if you have everything in inventory that you might need, to go ahead and decorate them and get them in time, especially if somebody, there's always that last-minute couple that, we're going to get married in a week. Or,
right.
So hopefully you have some time to decorate for them or provide gifts for them or their bridal party or groomsmen.
You'll be sublimating at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, that has happened before, I understand.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. But now we're going to take a few moments and just respond to any questions that you guys might have, and we're going to try to look through our window here. And, of course, if you don't feel comfortable asking us questions here or just don't think of it until you get to something, you can also email us at info@unisub.com, like it says on this slide here, and we can answer your questions. But right now, let's see if we have any questions that somebody's come up with, or and if you have anything that you want to ask us, we are certainly here to help you guys out.
Yeah, anything we can do to help, that's what we're all about.
And resources, if you have any font sites that you prefer go to, or any art sites that you're interested in, like a lot of times we use photographers' work, but then not everybody knows that photographer.
Right.
But you can also, there's a lot of different stock art sites that you can go to if for some reason you want like a live picture of a bouquet and you don't feel comfortable taking that photo yourself. Like we go to Shutterstock and we pay for images there. We also have Big Stock, Think Stock, there's iStock, there's everything with stock in the word.
Right.
But there's a lot of different websites that offer photographs and art. The art that is on our site, the little graphics that we offer, those are all completely royalty free. So you can do whatever you want with it.
Exactly.
So and again, that's why we support our customers and try to make sure that everyone has art they can use to make sublimation beautiful, because it certainly is. And it lasts for a very long time.
That's the whole point of it.
Yeah.
Something I'm really excited about is the editable Excel spreadsheet, because you can literally adjust the spreadsheet to kind of fit what you do, and then you can find out what your profit margin is going to be.
Right. Yeah, labor costs vary by market. I know that depending on what kind of printer you have, I know, for example, if you have a Sawgrass printer, if you have, which is the Virtuoso or other printers there, or if you had an Epson printer, sometimes they'll give you like an ink cost that tells you about how much per square inch that you would be, it costs you to print. So that might be something that you could adjust depending on what printer you use, which might give you a little bit more accurate cost there. If you ship anything out to someone, we kind of include a little shipping fee, but we also include that just in case you order something from someone as in blank products, and you pay a shipping fee on that. So it kind of includes that as well. So just think about your costs, but also think about what you can actually make and what people are selling similar things for online. Because we go to Etsy a lot to see what people are doing.
Yeah.
We also visit, other sites where people personalize things and sell them and see how much they're selling them for.
Right, do a little bit of research.
So any other questions or anything that anyone has for us? There's one, I think. I can't read from here. Can you read that?
See. So it's, how do you inspire folks to pay more? My area wants everything for $2, and we can't do anything that inexpensive. How do you help them find the value?
Helping them find the value is a lot about the designs that you put on them. So, for example, if you personalize something or if you put a photograph of someone on something, it's not going to be something like they're only going to keep it for a year.
Right.
Usually for a wedding, keep that for a really long time. So I would advise that you would look around to see, are there boutique shops in your area that are selling items, and what kind of designs are on those items. So, for example, if you go and you see, a really neat pattern somewhere and you think, I could probably recreate that, or maybe I could put this together and look like that, that might be something that you could command a little bit higher price for because it's trendy and because people want that. But also, you're putting a lasting memory if you're using a photograph on something that you're giving to them. So if you have for example, a serving tray with a wedding couple's photo and their names and their wedding date,
right.
To me that's kind of like a keepsake in a way. So
Right.
They're not just going to throw that away. And I mean, usually what we see and what we've heard from other sublimators is somebody's name's on it, their picture's on it, if a certain date or something important is on it for them,
right.
They don't just see it as a $2 cheap gift item.
Right, where it's personalized and it means more.
Right.
And like you said, that image quality or the quality of the graphic, which we make graphics available.
And try to get like high-res photos from any photographer. So,
right.
For example, if you're working with a photographer and they send you, they usually send you really good, clean, clear images. But if somebody sends you something from an iPhone or something like that, it may or may not, actually print off as a really good image. So
right.
if you're taking a very small image and you're blowing up to be, 11 by 17, is probably not going to look as great as it could if it had full resolution and was a little bit better quality there. That's another thing to do. And you could also, if you had any research or something saying, well, I found this and this is what the price is, it kind of backs up, well, other people are selling this for this. And maybe the web is your market. Maybe it's setting up a personalized site that people don't necessarily have to be in your locale to buy from you.
That's a great point.
So, yeah. So, I mean, we have a lot of people that work out of their homes and they actually have a website and they fulfill from their home, which now they're having to expand. And, that's what they do. They ship all over the country. So it's not necessarily in their backyard. It's everywhere else. That was a great question. Any other questions?
Pillows for the grandparents are great gifts.
Yes, they are. I've seen pillows everywhere, and there's sublimated pillow covers, and then I've seen some that are like, I guess, vinyl on fabrics,
right.
Which looks really good. So those are also very good gifts as well, and they're simple to make. Like I've seen the ones that have like the Mr. and Mrs.
right.
on them, and they're very cute, or they have like the initial, the monogram for the couple, and then the wedding date, just like the date, really simple on them. So that's a very good gift idea as well. Like I mentioned before, cutting boards, for a while we're kind of in, I'm trying to think of what else I've seen here lately that there's all kinds of stuff, especially the natural wood prints with like a saying on it to have and to hold or something, and then it has like the couple's name and then little rings underneath it. So those are all pretty cool gifts to give as well. Coasters are great. Yeah. Yeah, we have lots of coasters around here as well because we need them all the time, especially the cork back.
Yes.
But yes, it's a great idea. So any other questions from you guys? And of course, like we said, you could email us as well if you don't necessarily want to ask the question here, or if you get into something and you think, help, I'm stuck, what do I do? Please email us at info@unisub.com and we will help you out. Anything else, guys?
Okay. Well,
we're good?
Yeah, I think
all right.
so. Well, thanks so much for joining us. We know that you'll have great success promoting and selling products to your customers, and we're excited for you to get busy selling this wedding season.
Absolutely, and thank you so much, guys. We appreciate it. Stay tuned for our next ones and go check on our markets page for more information.
Have a great day.
Bye.